Hello, everyone. Happy Holy Days. We're coming to you during this very significant moment this year of 2025, because as you remember, this is the 13th year of the great 13th year cleanse. So this is the last year of our cleansing. And we're about to open to, as the Eagle Condor prophecy says, where the ending falls into the beginning in 2026. So we missed you last month. You know, we were in a gathering with grandmother Flordemayo and Heather, and Elin was there. And Louisa was there. Yeye was with us, and many others. It was quite an amazing moment that grandmother Flordemayo's vision called into manifestation. I hope you were able to join us during that because it was live streamed as we had shared with you. And I want to share with you a little bit about what happened there because there was a very significant moment that unfolded for me and for us, I believe. And so, you know, the mamos in September, they started doing high ceremony, high up in the La Sierra. And it was very ancient old ceremony. And September the 15th, they started a dance and danced continually for over 15 days. And as they did this, they said that they were gathering the pulse of the heart of the world, and they were sending it out in streams to each of the 8 staff holders that we are. I'm one of those 8 staff holders. And we were to catch that pulse and to hold our ceremonies, our prayers, however we were called to do by that staff, and then send that pulse back to the heart of the world. They said it would strengthen that heart and it would strengthen the web of life around this planet. So while we were there in November, they started one of these very holy dances, these sacred dances, on November 15th through the 20th, where they were dancing continually. So we held on November the 16th, the morning of the last day of the gathering, we opened our day with a meditation. We had amazing elders that Flordemayo and Heather had called. We had elders from Peru. We had elders from the Netherlands. We had elders from Mexico. We had elders from New Zealand. We had elders from the Pueblos and across this Turtle Island. We had amazing elders and those new wisdom keepers coming up behind the elders that joined us in this prayer. So I was able to open that morning up by just sharing them the story I just shared you, because I wanted to invite them to participate in gathering this energy, this pulse of Mother Earth from her heart, to gather it in a strong way, to send it back. And so we opened with our prayers from each of our elders in their own traditional way, offering a prayer, a song, or both. And then we went to those wisdom keepers standing behind them, and they in one voice offered up a prayer. And then we invited the audience to join us in this prayer. And the strength of the current of that prayer got so strong that the presence of the great ones were felt. And we gathered that up, and then we sent it back to the heart of the world. So if you weren't able to be with us, you know, I think Margine is going to put in the chat just what you can do to go and get one of those live streams, because I think it's worth it for you. It's good medicine. It's got amazing teachings and ceremonial ways within it that may help you in the closing of this year as you open to the new one. And now the Kogi have sent new message to us. You know, 2 years ago, they sent out a message. We called it Message from the Mother Earth. And it was quite a strong message. Many of you may have seen it, where she was we had just finished moving through Greenland and through Iceland, where the mamos were holding special ceremony at all the sacred sites there. And when they finished, they came back. And shortly after that, the volcano went off there. And they had shared before they left to go home that she was about to erupt, and she did. And I believe she gave us a message in that moment alone. For what she said, what they said was, watch as she lets go, for the lava can flow over your homes or under your homes. If you listen to the Mother Earth, it will go under them. And it never did take, it took like one structure. It's still going off. It's been quite remarkable. So what that says to me, and the wisdom of it, is that we got to listen to Mother Earth. We got to support her original people, because she's sending them a formula for her healing and her ascension. And now they say that we are about to enter 7 years of really hard times, for the Mother Earth is going to have to take that movement in her own hands now. And those movements may feel stronger to all of us. But I know that we are prepared for this moment. I know we came to be in service to this moment. And I know the grandmothers around the planet we're ready for this moment. We're ready, as they say. So one of my grandmas said, let's just get on with it. So that's our message that they're bringing. These next 7 years, you're going to have to really stay in the present moment. Stay out of your mind. Live in your heart. Embody the original principles of heart and unity, collaboration, reciprocity. All life is sacred. Be those principles, because we truly are walking the new dawn. She's inviting us to be that new dawn. And now we're moving into a period that started on the 19th, a very strong time cosmically is happening for us all. The new moon occurred at the same time that AI Atlas was moving the closest to Mother Earth. This is part of a mystery of the cosmos that nobody quite understands, but the timing of it has my attention. For it did that on the new moon, which made it even stronger, and we were able to observe it a little bit closer. And now I'm told that on the 20th, there are planets aligning in a certain way that they haven't done for several thousand years, which then moves us in to the winter solstice, which is a high tide for bringing good fortune, good benefit, for us to share our gratitude in the moment with this cycling of Mother Earth herself. So wake up, stay awake. That's the message they keep telling us. You know, we all put our skin on to come and be in service for this moment right now. She's been preparing us for several decades, and she is instructing us now. So we must just listen. We must listen. I want to just say that much as we open up, and I want to remind everybody that our membership is growing. And Grandmother Louisa is offering training on December 23rd. And Adriana and Franz, who are part of our team in Colombia that are helping us secure the 4th land trust, the mouth, the golden tongue, is about to vibrate at the opening of 2026. And that vibration will be felt through all the sacred sites around the planet. So we're on time with things. Way she timed them, you know. If we follow her timing, it's going to be quite a mystery that will reveal itself. And we don't know when Adriana and Franz will be bringing their message, but it'll be in January, and so keep an eye out for that date. So with all that said, let me take a moment to share my prayer. Oh, Mother, Father God, I sit here on the sacred territory of the Pomo and the Coastal Miwok people, and I'm offering up a lot of gratitude to you today. Shared gratitude early this morning before the sun came to that morning star that was calling the sun to bring a light of day so that we could all wake, take that first shared breath together and fill ourselves with the light of love and being, of presence, and walk into this day that way. Let it be that way with every day. I give thanks for the Star Nation and the intervention that they're bringing in the formula of this awakening process, of this mother's ascension process, of this ending time of 26,000 years, and the beginning time of a new cycle coming. And in that new cycle, the teaching of heart will light our way. Unity, heart, oneness. This is the light of the new dawn. Thank you for all of our elders, far and wide, those original caretakers of this earth who so diligently move in her instruction every day, from the moment they wake until they sleep. Many right now are on their ponies, holding ceremonies in their communities, are in sacred sites around this planet in honor of this solstice moment we're in. I give thanks for all of the ancestors that have their hand upon every shoulder here. May we take a moment and appreciate them, show gratitude for them, for they are helping us shape the new dawn. I give thanks, Creator, for this Mother Earth. I know she feels us waking. Help us wake out of the nightmare we've created and open to the loving one we are. This is my prayer. I give thanks, Creator, for my children's children's children. May they walk in this creation and enjoy the beauty and the splendor of it and be a part of it. Feel responsible to care for it. Show respect to all the diversity in it. Acceptance for what is. And when challenging moments occur, let us pray ourselves into solution and resolution. Help us not look back. Help us only look forward. And those moments that are standing with us here right now that need a touch of love and forgiveness, may we take that moment to do that for ourselves right now, so we can walk into this new year with less luggage. Let us still our mind and open our heart, for the intelligence of love will light our way. I give thanks for the grandmother that dreamed this creation and is still dreaming it today. Let us take time every day to honor her, to think on her and with her, to align with the heartbeat of this earth and walk as that beat gives us a rhythm that unifies us into the oneness of who we are as a human species. I give you thanks. I give you thanks. I give you great, great thanks. I also want to just take one moment here because some of our elders that are with us and are working so hard right now. We're getting older, and some of us have had some health challenges. And so if you just hold a moment of silence with me today so that we could really send our loving, healing energy out to all of our elders in this challenge, but through them to all our loved ones. and through them to all peoples on earth struggling right now in these times of great transformation and change. And through them to all living beings that are part of this creation and the diversity of the form that that takes. Let it be so, let it be so, let it be so. And now I get to call on Elin, who's in the dark, dark over there in Sweden. And she was just with us at Grandmother Flordemayo's in Santa Fe. And you know, you can come next year. Come on, it's going to be an annual event now. So let's come and help us make some magic. So Elin, I'll leave it to you to make a little magic today as we're closing this year of 2025.
Thank you so much, Jyoti. Yeah, here we are in the dark, in the evening. So let's begin with this. So we hardly see the sun these days. But tomorrow we have the great turning where we can welcome the light back. And I want to continue with just in awe of the dark and just honoring that ceremony of letting everything go, everything that has been. Let it go, let it fall into soil, into the heart of Mother Earth, and let it be transformed there. And we can rest by that heartbeat and to feel the new seeds that comes from and are resting inside the dark. So the wisdom of what we've gathered there in the dark will become something new, a new seed. So let us take time to honor that seed and letting the roots find their way in the dark, and let the roots be strong. And then one day, that little seed, that light will sprout. And then we welcome that light. So in this meeting of the very, very darkness where the light resides, I want to offer my prayer for both the rest and the stillness of the dark soil that carries nourishment, that carries rest, that carries like a gentle holding of a mother, and that we can rest there. We can listen to the songs that she sings for us and have that be the nourishment and the love that helps us to grow strong, strong roots and to feel the seeds within us, within our souls, within our hearts. The seeds that maybe are coming from the stars, but they made their way all the way down deep into the soil and into earth and into us. And then we honor that light, that seed. Blessed be that seed within us. Blessed be that light. Blessed be that star seed, that golden light within us. So I pray for that seed. I pray for whatever will come from that tenderness that a new life is. May that life carry love, light, strength, and new ways for the new dawn, for the new times. And may there be blessings for the earth. May there be blessings for the sky. May there be blessings for all the living, for humans, for animals, for the plants, for the water. And may we remember the fire and the sun, always there even when we can't see it. And the wind that travels all around the earth. May we listen, may we hear, may we take action, may we grow into the new life in this great turning where the darkness meets the light and new life is born. So here is my blessing joik, which is the traditional way of singing of my people, the Sámi people. So this will be a blessing for this new light and for the welcoming back of the light. Enoyo, enoyo, no. Enoyo, enoyo, yo, no, no, no. Enoyo, yo, yo. Enoyo, enoyo, no, no, no. Eno, no, no. Enoyo, enoyo, no, 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 yo, no, no. Eno, no, no, yo, no, 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 no. Hello, hello, no, yo, 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 yo. Hello, yo, no, no. Ailis lähetnam. Ailis läalmie. Ailis samia. Elema. Eno, no, no, yo, no, no, no. Hello, no. Hello, no, no. Hello, no, no. Kiito, kiito, kiito. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Oh my. You know, when you are, you know, I say this every time that you offer your prayer and your yorking, that the Mother Earth comes right through you and she runs right through my body and soul. So thank you for this offering of opening us up today this way. Thank you.
Oli kiito.
And I see that Uncle has made it through the challenge of the cyber world because he was having a lot of challenges joining us this morning, but he and Mike prevailed. So Uncle, it's so good to see you here. And I can't wait to hear, you know, what blessing and prayer you're going to bring to us today as we close this year of 2025. So you need to unmute yourself and
Unmute.
there we go.
I'm so sorry for the computer problems. I was born long before computers, and they are
Yes,
really
sure.
difficult to understand. They have their own language and your traditions. So accept my apologies for being late.
Oh, you're right on time. Thank you, thank you.
Mhm. Did you want me to say a little prayer? Or
That would be wonderful, Uncle. And any message you want to give people to give them strength as we close this year and open the new one very shortly.
I cannot use my bailouts, my drums, because I'm holding this telephone in my hand, and I need two hands. So let me just ask a little prayer for, particularly for me, removing all the difficulties which comes my way. And this particular prayer my father just loved. And he asked me to put an ancient tune to it. And I remember I was working for the Inuit Circumpolar Conference in Palm Barrow, Alaska. I was walking on the beach on northernmost point of the United States of America. And out of that walk came that tune to me. And when I flew home to Greenland, the I had by phone informed my father that I have found the tune. I got out of the taxi. I did not even hug him yet when he asked me, "My son, are you ready?" So I put down my suitcase and my briefcase, and in front of him, I chanted that particular prayer he had asked me to put a tune to. I must admit, I'm not like Mozart, who can write music just like that. It took me a long time. But this is what I honor my father for that. He gave me that courage to be able to put a prayer from his family, my ancestors, with that tune. And I was able to put tune to it. And it's so interesting that so many people ask me to chant that prayer. And it's asking for removing difficulties I encounter in my life. And today was another day where I had problems. So this is the way I do it without instrument or the drums. So, ho ho, ho ho. Attani bingot chichisungi chunikayo na toho siu chinu. Ayuga shinna shokan suni. Ima o kari dan bingo chishu Namo Mida Sunga Kifapu Damo Misu Aiyo he oh yo oh yo oh yo hey oh yo hey. Oh, in my old world, the old people say, particularly my father's mother says it, when you talk to the Great One, you should send your prayer to him, be blowing your words or your songs. So every time I say a prayer, I do that because that's what I learned, that it's not a prayer for me or for you and I, but it's prayer to him, the Great One. So, and that's a tradition which survived inside myself, which I learned from my grandmother, who was born in the 1800s, latter part of the 1800s. And still, her teaching still lives inside me because I grew up with them. I don't know exactly why, but the older ones would just, oh, grandmother, we heard that before. And she would tell the same story. And we learned that listen, listen, then listen more. Only then can you tell a living story. That's the word of my grandmother, Angaangaq is her name. So sorry for complications of computer. I was born long before computers, but I'm happy to look at your beautiful faces. And greetings to all your families.
Oh, thank you, Uncle. And we're glad you made it through all those challenging moments so you could bring that beautiful song and prayer and wisdom to us today. May you stay warm during these next days going forward. Now, this is a moment when, if any of you have a question, you can raise your hand if you're in the Zoom room so we can bring you up here and you can ask your question or share something with us. I just remind you that as though we are trained up in long ceremony, we have to work with the time elements of the West right now so that we complete this in a timely way. So remember that as you're choosing those golden words for your question or your insight or your sharing. Anybody want to raise their hand so Margine can see you? I'm looking for questions. We'll have another question and answer time too that will be coming up in a little bit. So if you don't have one that's coming up in you, oh, that's good. Maybe things are quiet inside. And some of our song has already brought you to that place of stillness inside. I wish that for all of us as we go into these high holy days. Okay.
Jyoti, there is a question on the chat from...
Yeah, I see. From Laura. Do you mean the Kagaba have any wisdom about ET contact or their assistance at this time? For them, that the world of Star Nation is just as alive as everything else. So it all talks together that brings their consultation and the messages they bring from the earth. So it's a whole system that goes through all of those exchanges and that interrelational process that we are all in. And I believe actually in 2026, that interrelational process is going to get even louder for us to understand that when we move, something else is affected, whether it's through our movements, through our word, through our thoughts, through our prayers. But I can't give you more than that today. Would be the new message from the Kagaba, the Kogi, presented through the video. You can, if you're talking about Mother's message that they gave 2 years ago, you can go to thefountain.earth, our website. I think it's under initiatives, and the first one there is a button for Mother's message. So you can listen to the original one if you want to see that. They are right now as you speak, so you're a bit intuitive. They are right now as you speak making a video with the message for the world that they want to send out. So I should be receiving it within the next few days. And we will post it on our websites, on the Mother Earth Delegation website, and on the Center for Sacred Studies website, and also on the Fountain website. So please look there and you'll get to see this as it's coming to you. I haven't seen it yet. They've just finished a great ceremony about a week ago and came down with this message, and my staff are having to put it into a video, which will then need to be reviewed by them and approved by them. So we're sure we caught the message the way they wanted. Okay, so stay tuned. There's another question. The message from the mother said that only a third of the world would be left at the end of 2025. That hasn't happened. So how do we understand that? Is that good news? Will that now happen in 7 years? They never said that it would be the end of 2025 when this would happen. What she said in that message was that we had two choices. One was to line up with enough of us behind Mother Earth and in support of the original people, because she was handing them the formula for her healing. So then her movements could be more gentle. Now they're saying that we didn't get enough of us to line up in that way, so her movements are going to be stronger. But she makes a point to say, this isn't because I want to harm or I'm angry or any of that. It's just that she has these movements for her ascension that are a part of the evolutionary process for us all. So I think right now what they're telling us is focus on being those original principles, focus on being the light of the new dawn and walking that way. Okay? In that present moment, we don't look ahead with our mind because then we get scared. We don't look behind because then we get regretful. But if we stay in the present moment, we receive what she sends us to embrace. We receive the teaching, and then she takes us to the next moment. So that's what she's asking. Stay in the present moment. Okay. I think there's one more question by Laura. Do the Kagaba speak about the chemical trails? No. They haven't spoken about that at all in the times that I've been with them. But it also is not a question we brought to them at all. Okay. Now there's more wisdom sitting with us today. So I'm going to go ahead. If there are more questions, I'll catch them on the second round of our questions and answers. But right now, Grandma Abby. I am good to see you again. I just got to see you and hug you in person there in Santa Fe. And I'm excited to hear what message you're bringing us today. Can you unmute yourself? And please share.
Ruotsissa autjami hen kata tapanya hanusuta nature tinasashoaks. How are you, my children? I'm happy and grateful that I see you all here again. Anini means uncle in my language. Your prayer song really touched me. It comes from your heart, your soul, your ancestors, and from the Mother Earth. Nature atyumsi. Nature meaning thank you. Atyumsi meaning I am grateful. There's so much that is happening around us. And we, as people, as human beings, are challenged in today's world, personally and as community. What has brought us to this day? The goodness of people, the prayers of intention for humanity to continue. I have much family. I have grandchildren. I have a community that I am grateful to be a part of. Though the challenges that I take every day, I still see people that are very unkind. I face discrimination, incidences where you can walk away and don't give them the time or your words to bring attention to it. When my granddaughter was in the hospital, I was confronted with a racist, discriminatory word because of my looks. How do I bring justice to that? Exactly what I said. You walk away. But not all the time you cannot walk away. So I made it known that to the administration, your employees need to do a better job. What was the comment? The comment was, oh, where's your tomahawk? And I was teasing him because I thought he was teasing me. I said, you stole it from me. And he says, I stole it so I can cut off your chango. Chango meaning how we wear our hair in the back. And I told him, he was not a young man, he was an older man. And I know that his lineage is being Spanish with some indigenous. But this kind of discrimination still lives on, and we are challenged individually. We need to remind people, where are your teachings? That was one of them that I wanted to address. The politics in our country is atrocious. The immigration attacks, the ICE attacks on indigenous people alone reminds me that what our so-called leader of the US is slowly unraveling to the badness of one man and people that follow him. That pains me. It pains me, and I don't try to watch media too much, TV, to watch this happening. But I pray that people that are attacked today in modern life, I pray for them. It does not only impact them, but impacts mothers, fathers, children. Because one man, one woman, we're not alone. Do the bad, do the good, we are a community. And we can deal with this one person at a time. So in my prayers, I also give that. 2 months ago or 3 months ago, I visited Oaxaca, Mexico. People will say to me, how brave you are to go to Mexico. And I said, yes, to see my relative, to see how they're living, to learn more about us through them. And I tell my children, if I die and go to heaven, heaven will be Oaxaca for me. Those are my experiences. Every morning, noonday, evening, we say our prayers. As the journey of the sun, as the universe embraces us. And Mother Earth and all its children, all its living things that take care of us, and we take care of them. In the morning, we are grateful that we have awakened to another day. And I pray that the children are protected and at peace, and that I love all my world community of children. At noon and in the morning and at dusk, we make an offering to Father Son, Papa Ushats, as we follow his journey and revolving in our perspective of the Son's journey and learning about our Father's journey. We embrace and also help him make that journey through prayers, because we are grateful and we are part of that energy and that force. Winter solstice. We have ceremonies in place that continue, and they continue because it is within our people's struggles, all people, whether it be the Ukraine, in Europe, in Asia, or whether it be in the Americas or the islands. The world continues to revolve with life. It is through the mani, through the knowledge. Mani is knowledge. And within the prayers are mani. We have prayers of love, encouragement, support, enlightenment, what it may be with those particular intentions. A short prayer in my language. Terus kata po. Kata Sápmi hana osuta. Kutit asam. Maini kupustai. Nature ni hatskrom. Papa ushak. Kuchinak. Dityami, punami, kuami, hanami. Nature ni hatskrom. Kuahta aniktu han. Zi etse. Ne ashkuno. Iani nayo ashkuno. Hem ewe eche ani. Marshals Joey Janita. Atyumsi. Ne jananitsi. Uwe me. Hadstemme. Jite koyata. Maini chirp koya. Nature. A very short summary in regards to what I shared. First, a crush atapuni, meaning that please forgive me for speaking up at this time, and I ask for your permission to do so. In my prayer to all of humanity, I ask for love, for kindness, for strength, and all that makes us who we are today, because those are the very words, mani, that our ancestors proceeded with, so that we can continue with those prayers in future days. In our prayers, it is katrutsini for the children, of the future. I also indicated that we be given what we all search for peace and harmony. And with our son's journey that guide us, our ancestors that continue to guide us, and the words of knowledge, Mani, that continue to guide us, I give you my prayer. Hachsame for all the men. Go with me for all the women. Two meanings to those words. You are a man, you have strength. You are a woman, you have strength. Take that with you as you continue with your journey. Nature.
Oh, thank you so much, Grandma Abby, for sharing such deep, deep feelings and helping us look in the mirror of truth, because we must do that right now. We must look in truth, and we must see those places where we've been colonized and which has separated us and brought that sense of fear of one another instead of respect for one another. So thank you for your prayers and what we need to have ourselves take attention to right now as we close this year. All of us, since we got born, came in here and we went into a colonized state because it was the pattern that had been constructed. And now that pattern is ending. It's falling down in this ending cycle. And it's going to free us to come back to that original pattern where we walk more gently with one another and with this earth and in service to Mother Earth and the divine and that which lives within us. So thank you, Grandma Abby, for your wisdom today and for your prayers. It's helping me out a lot. Thank you. Grandma Heather. I know
Thanks,
you've got
Joe.
something to share with us today, and I hope that you're resting in the arms of all those blessings flowing to you for such a good work that you did. I got to see the part of you that flies with a fierceness to weave and carry this vision forward for your mom and for all your relations.
Oh, thank you. It was so beautiful having so many people there, and I loved listening to Grandma Abby and her being, hosting us, and everything about the event was just beautiful. So thank you. But I'm really excited because tonight is Mother's Night. It's the eve of the winter solstice. And it really, we just had the new moon in Sagittarius, which was all about truth, purpose, vision, expansion. And with that new moon energy, yesterday, it was asking us, if we're living authentically, are we aligned with our deeper purpose? Are our actions matching our values? So, now we're, at Mother's Night, which I think is beautiful. It is actually the longest night of the year. It's always right before solstice, the winter solstice. And Mother's Night was actually dedicated to the female ancestors, mother goddesses, and the protective spirits of the home and our lineage. The unseen women whose presence was believed to guard families, hearths, and future generations. So it's so beautiful that we're meeting today, moving it to solstice tomorrow. And Mother's Night's a time to honor the women who carried us, the lineage that shaped us, the sacred feminine force that births us, holds us, and renews life. And I was going to share a few ways that you could honor this evening between the new moon and solstice. A great idea would be to create like an ancestral altar, just choosing a quiet space in your home. Create a little small altar dedicated to the mothers in your lineage. Maybe that you're including photographs, heirlooms, handwritten names, seeds, jewelry, or items that remind you of the maternal figures that are closest to you. They could be blood relatives or chosen family or spiritual mothers. You could also have light a candle as an offering, with that flame representing remembrance, gratitude, and the continuation of their wisdom through you. You could sit in silence. You could speak their names out loud. The other way to celebrate this evening or into winter solstice is with a feast. I know that for myself, I have a lot of recipes that were handed down through my mom sharing me, or through generations, or my aunts, or now even, my daughter will share recipes with me, as well as our Hawaiian family. So prepare a meal inspired by family recipes or foods that feel ancestral or comforting. And as you eat and share stories, think about those women who shaped you, their strength, their humor, their sacrifices, and their love. You could make it a feast and a toast if you want to toast, whether it's tea, whether you want to make your favorite adult beverage. Food really becomes prayer when it's eaten in remembrance, or especially when it's cooked with love. We had a restaurant next door to my mom, and I always said that that Brian, the father of my children, you could feel the love in his cooking. So that's an easy way to share that love. You could also, celebrate in the community. So Mother's Night can also be honored, within the community. Gather some close friends, create a shared altar, each person bringing something that represents the maternal influence in their life. You could share stories, blessings, and intentions for healing across generations. So that's a beautiful way to also celebrate Mother's Night. And I love that it's called Mother's Night. So as the night draws to a close, Mother's Night really reminds us that all rebirth begins in darkness, that the seeds rest in the soil, the sun pauses before rising again, and the mothers stand watch as the year turns. May this sacred night reconnect us to our roots. May it soften what is hardened. May it restore reverence for the feminine forces that sustain life. So I wish everyone blessings on this Mother's Night, on the turning of the wheel. And I am so grateful for everyone in this circle and everyone that joined us in New Mexico. And I think that it is a time also, when I was listening to Grandma Abby, that, Mother Earth holds our differences and unites us in our humanity. So we are more alike and more connected than we are different. And I think it's giving that space so that we can honor what connects us. It's stronger than what divides us. And we just need that little remembering. And I think through events like this, we're just spreading those prayers and love and light. So thank you so much, and much love and light on this beautiful weekend. Thank you.
Thank you, Heather. Wow, Mother's Night. I didn't know that. I'm glad to learn that. It really feels like it's more of that something shining through all of this darkness.
Well, it has a beautiful German name, which I don't want to pretend to. I'll post it in the chat. But it's got a German name, but I'm not very fluent in German at all, so I don't want to incorrectly pronounce it. So
okay, thank you. Now, Universal Mother, we were able to talk to her a few weeks ago, and she usually takes videos because it's really hard. The Wi-Fi works sometimes, not sometimes. She's in Gabon, Africa. She's of the Bwiti people. And I asked her if there was a way she could try to make a short video for us so we could close this year with her in that kind of way. And so I just reviewed it shortly, a little before we got on here, because she was late getting it to us. but I'll just let you know that you get to see that she starts off while she's really trying to honor the West and Santa Claus and all the different traditions that the West carries. And then she moves into honoring her traditions from the Bwiti peoples of Gabon. And it is this kind of coming together and learning how to collaborate and to honor all different paths as sacred is also what I see when we get to be with her today. Universal Mother in Gabon, Africa. Now there's going to be a translator, and that translator, you have to listen, 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 so you can really hear him and understand. Enjoy.
I, Laurentine Okom-Ninko, Universal Mother, Nima of the beautiful tradition, we are the spring of divinity of eternal life. I thank the spirit of the good path of Mother Earth, the spirit of love, joy, peace and harmony for all they have done this year and all they will do in the year to come. For us, traditional practitioners, the year begins in March. At the end of this man-made year, we clean our hearts and honor our spirit and ourselves for purified speech. So, for the new year, I wish fair wind to the guardians of the earth and fair wind to the whole world. We ask for peace, joy and harmony for all of us, the peoples and religions of the earth, so that we may involve and improve our life. It is Mother Earth who gives us everything we have, so let us respect all living things. Bokaye.
Wow, thank you. Thank you, Universal Mother. I've had the good fortune to be over in her land and be initiated by her. And she walks with the deep, open heart of the mother and a giving spirit. So I'm glad she was able to prepare this for us today, and I felt that energy coming to us. So now it's time to open up again with you. Do you have any more questions or inspirations or good thoughts to end this year with us? You can put it in the chat or raise your hand. Marjine's watching out for your hand so that we can bring you up here with us. Oh, it's 111 right now. Yes, it is. Thank you for paying attention, Carol. Okay, Laura has a question. How do you think humanity is doing? Are enough people waking up? You know, I want to take your question. It's a good question, Laura. So thank you for bringing it forward, because I want to challenge us a little bit today. Most of the time when we get questions or when we got something to share, we come about it in that colonized thinking kind of Western way. My teachers have told me and taught me along the way that when I have a question that's worth some study, like this one is, Laura, that it's a question that I hold because it will bring many answers from many different places and from very different points of wisdom or knowledge. So I want us to hold this question that way, if you will. You know, it's like when we look at winter, do we ask the question, did we do enough for winter to close itself right now? And how do we know? If we, and when we feel spring coming, did we do enough to close the winter so the spring would blossom in its way? Or do we begin to see and understand that life is a cycle and the divine is in motion and evolution is just not personal, but it's in movement right now in a very strong, strong way. And that's why listening, as our elders come forward and bring us some of the knowledge and wisdom that will help us know how to open ourselves and be fully awake in ourselves. If each and every one of us takes that on, then definitely enough of us will awaken. So I'm going to stay right here and work on my waking up more and more and more every day. That's my intention for 2026. So with that said, Grandmother Flordemayo has come and she's going to lead us in a closing prayer for this year. Grandmother Flordemayo.
Greetings, everybody. Much love and light to each and every one of you. I thank you so very much for this this beautiful, beautiful moment, this sacred moment on this very, very auspicious day in our Mayan calendar, which the day is the day of the deer. And the deer is the representation of us, humanity, on our sacred path. It is such an incredibly beautiful day in which we can extend our gratitude, our love, our incredible appreciation just to have this human body that can help us to walk on that journey. Our legs that can help us walk. our mind that can help us to think and to gather everything that we have heard throughout the year. All of the prayers from our elders, our grandmothers and grandfathers, all of the prayers and all of the messages that we heard every time we have gotten together, whether on a Zoom like right now, or whether we are together live. I am in such gratitude. My heart is so in love with the Creator and with all of the beauty, all that it is, everything that we experience, because we experience things that are good and also indifferent. But from all of that, we learn. Mm-hmm. 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 Beloved Creator, beloved Mother, thank you for allowing me to feel my heart. My heart can search across the four directions, beloved Creator. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Looking to all that exists, beloved beauty, out in the four directions, that I could feel and that I could express myself and continue to be on that journey of our spiritual walk, beloved Creator. Mm-hmm. 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 In which I could experience the great mystery, beloved beauty. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Beloved Creator, on this sacred day, I send myself in open arms, and I am in enormous gratitude for all of the things that I've experienced in this past year. And from my heart, I want to thank each and every one that had been with me in these moments of prayer throughout the year. I want to bring into the prayer the animals around the globe, beloved Creator. The wild animals, all of them, big and small. The domestic animals, beloved Creator. Big and small domestic animals, beloved beauty. There is so much that is going on around the globe, and we're all are being affected. And so my prayers go out to all of those at the moment that are needing prayers for good health, prayers for protection, prayers for their families, beloved Creator. And I want to thank my beloved Creator for giving me the strength this past year where I had gone out every day to put some fresh water out to all wildlife here in New Mexico. And I also go out just before the evening and check on the water again, because we do have nighttime visitors of wild animals coming down to see us, beloved Creator. Thank you for giving me the wisdom and the capacity to be able to get up and go out and do these things on a regular basis. Beloved Beauty, I thank you for my physical body, that I am able to do these things. And I pray to you for others that might be needing some help with their physical bodies at this very, very moment, beloved Creator. Mm-hmm. 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 I want to thank the spirit of all of our ancestors, beloved Creator. As we are all related, we're all breathing the same air and drinking the same water. We are sitting under the same sunlight, each and every one of us. We are also sitting on the same earth, walking on the earth, experiencing the energy of our grandmother moon, beloved Creator. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I want to thank all of our children and grandchildren, great-grandchildren, beloved Creator, all of the generations in the future, beloved Beauty. Mm-hmm. 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 As we journey on this beautiful, beautiful day of our sacred walk, our spirit walk, beloved Beauty, with the love in our hearts for our Creator and the gratitude for our physical body that carries us between here and there, beloved Beauty. Mm-hmm. 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 Want to thank the spirit of the four sacred elements of life, the grandmothers of the four directions, beloved Creator. Want to thank all of the nations across the globe, those on land and those that live in islands, beloved Creator. Mm-hmm. 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 Much love and light to each and every one. Thank you.
I guess we're all going to get to go away and just hug ourselves with that beautiful mother humming that makes me feel like the Divine Mother pulls me right into her breast and cuddles me like a child. And when I get scared, or when my mind tries to make up things that make things even worse than what I may think they are, take some deep breaths and just allow yourself to be in those loving arms of the Great Ones. I want to give, here we are coming to the end of this program for this year of 2025. I want to thank you, each and every one of you, because we're growing a community here and I feel it. I sense you. I'm excited for us to get to meet in person at different times this next year in 2026. and to gather in these ways. If there's things you'd like us to look at, things you'd like us particularly to focus on, why don't you just send us an email? I think, Margine, you could put kind of in the chat where that email would need to go. We really want this to be something we're all participating in, you know, because we're all in this together. I want to give a big shout out to unity.earth. This is a community, global community that we're a part of and have been for many, many years. And they are marching through doing their programs right now in very strong ways. And we are one of those programs they're offering up as they're marching every day now, bringing blessings and prayer and activities and meditations through the new year and into the new year. In fact, some of our elders participated in 7 days of rest, which will be the first 7 days of January 2026. And you can tune into that as well. And maybe Margine, you can put that in the, I think you might have that link. If not, I'm sure you can Google 7 days of rest. Their programs are quite remarkable, and we've been walking with them for many years now. And I really want to give a great loving shout out to Shelley and Jan, who are amazing, beautiful couple from Israel. And they can't be there right now because everything is in such a high threat. But they're still in motion, and they're still bringing the light of the new dawn. And that's what we must all do. Be strategic and mindful in our steps, open in our hearts, with a lot of gratitude moving through us. I want to give my thanks to our elders here, each and every one of you. I learn something every time I get to sit with you, and I'm humbled to be able to walk with you in these ways. And I'm thankful that the Creator pulled us together here in this Mother Earth delegation of United Original Nations. It's a gift in the moment we're standing in. And then the last thank you is I want to give great, great thanks for all the staff, seen and unseen hands that help bring this up together. And for the good prayer we're all walking together and we're carrying together. And it's with that in mind that I'm going to offer up this closing song. It's called Mother Earth Song by Wendy van der Zee. May you enjoy it. Many blessings flow to you. Stay in the present moment. There's a gift there.
As one we walk this earth together. As one we sing to her our song. As one we love her. As one we heal her. Her heart beats with our own as one. As one we join with her our mother. As one we feel her sacred song. As one we touch her. As one we heal her. Her heart beats with our own as one. As one we walk this earth together. As one we sing to her our song. As one we love her. As one we heal her. Her heart beats with our own as one. As one we join with her our mother. we join with her, our mother. As one we feel her sacred song. As one we touch her, as one we heal her. Her heart beats with our own as one. Her heart beats with our own as one.
Our heart beats as one. You are the gift you've been waiting for. Embrace it. And we'll see you in 2026.